Good morning. This is always one of my favorite events in Compassion because I always enjoy seeing the wonderful faces of the graduates and trying to recall how you look like when you first entered LDP. And indeed, there's such a great improvement, and I always hope and pray that you will always look as beautiful and as handsome as today. Alam nyo, the book of Proverbs says, train up a child in the way he should go, for when he is old, he will not depart from it. Sometimes we only consider that verse as something that is only applicable to parents. But I always remember an African proverb, and I had to ask our dear friend, Olirato Morombi, if that was indeed an African saying that says, it takes a community to raise a child. And today's event is one proof that indeed it takes a whole lot of people to see God's wonderful purposes accomplished in your lives. And in behalf of Compassion, I would like to personally thank each of you for your wonderful roles here. Yung araw ng pasasalamat, palagi po itong pinaka-emotional. Wala po tuyong mata ngayon. Kaya okay lang po umiyak, magulgol. Pero pagkatapos ito tumawa naman tayo mag-celebrate at magpuri sa Panginoon. Unang-una, nais ko pasalamatan ang mga magulang. Tunay na ang inyo sa inyong pangangalaga ang buhay ay giginhawa. Ayan po ang inawit sa inyo ng inyong mga anak ngayon. Marahil nung una silang i-register sa Compassion, nung sila ay 5, 7, 8 taon, ay hindi inaakala na sila ay makakarating ng ganito kalayo. Pero narito po tayo ngayon nagdiriwang sa napakabuting gawain ng Panginoon sa kanilang buhay. Purihin ang Panginoon hindi lamang sa kanila, kundi sa inyong buhay, sa inyong halimbawa, sa inyong pagpapasensya, sa inyong pagmamahal. Pinupuri ko rin po, pinasasalamatan ko mga pastor. Unang-una sa inyong pasensya. Minsan, sometimes it's more difficult or you need more patience in dealing with compassion than in dealing with the children. Maraming salamat mga pastor sa inyong pagtitiwala, for walking alongside us, for believing with us in the potential of these wonderful children before us. Pasensya na kayo children pa rin ang tawag sa inyo. Kasi panghabang buhay, ako pa rin ang buhay niyo. Pero pag may graduate na kayo, ganoon pa rin po ang rule. Sa unang sweldo, ililibre niyo ako. Sa pinagkakautaman ko ng ice cream na Magnum, saan na tayo mag-usap? Mga PD, Project Director, marahil hindi ninyo alam na madalas bigkasin sa bibig ng mga bata. Mula nung CDSP pa lamang sila, na kayo ang isa sa mga tinitingalanin ng tao. Naging inspirasyon kayo sa buhay ng mga batang ito. At ang iyong turo at ang iyong buhay ang siya nagsilbing gabay sa mga kabataan ngayon. Maraming salamat sa mga mentors. Napakaraming sinabi ng mga bata about their mentors. And most of the time, it's the mentors who are left unnoticed or underappreciated in each event. Hindi ko kayo palalampasin ngayon. Nilista ko po ang karamihan ng kanila sinabi. Salamat, thank you for being a second parent to these wonderful children. Thank you for being a friend, a guide. May nagsabi pa, handkerchief, marahil iyak siya ng iyak. Thank you for being a cheerleader. Thank you for being a shoulder to cry on, a comforter, a confidant, somebody who's not judgmental, but more like a friend walking alongside his children. Ganyan po kalaki ang role ng mga mentors. And we hope and pray na nakapagbigay kami ng suporta sa inyo, maliban lamang sa aming words of encouragement at pananalangin. And perhaps I'd speak in English on this portion as I'd like to thank the sponsors. This is one of those rare LDP events wherein we have so many sponsors. Having 4 of you is truly a great pleasure. It's an honor to have you here. Mr. Lovers, it's a privilege for me to shake your hand, knowing fully well that you're not just a sponsor of Ronnie. It's okay if you mispronounce his surname all the time. but knowing that you have 4 sponsored LDPs in Middle America, in Latin America, in Africa, and Asia. Thank you for choosing the Philippines, choosing Ronnie. He's graduating, Mr. Lambert. You need another one. Let's talk after this. Sarah, indeed, I was looking forward to meet you, and you probably know that I have always been trying to get a grip on your schedule so I can insert my life into yours as you spend more time with Kareem. But thanks be to God that yesterday you were in the office and it was a joy for me to have coffee with you, to get to know you more. And I meant every word I said. And truly you're a special person, privileged to be a special friend of our very own Kareem Manahay. It's okay, there are no compassion rules against exchanging 10 to 20 letters a year. It is only my hope and prayer that all sponsors will be like you. But I have felt more honored to know that you have in you the blood of no less than Mr. Ed Kimball himself, one of the forerunners of the Ministry of Compassion. It is truly an honor to know you and to hear about your testimony, and I hope and pray that Kareem would just be the first among the many Filipinos you will sponsor and be a part of. Thank you, Sarah, once again. Kurt and Vicky, you're not just sponsors, you're friends, dear friends of mine. I know you represent the church, First Presbyterian, but I'm so happy to know that you have found your way here to attend. And I know that Dan Shun is very envious of you right now, your pastor, because he wants to attend with you for this occasion. Elma is such a wonderful lady. She has proven herself very well in her academics, and I know that she will, under your continuous guidance and tutelage, be guided properly in her life. Thank you very much for having an impact in Elma's life and for representing First Presbyterian Church. Truly, there are too many people praying for her. I'm envious of Elma because of that. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you very much, Rob, for being here, for encouraging Catherine San Diego, not just to march here, but to be just like Michelle, Rapunzel, and other LDPs before her. Thank you to the NAC, National Advisory Committee. I know that you are running on extended time. We have abused you already, but you have willingly allowed yourself to be abused. And for that, we thank you once again. You have walked with us through the changes, through the different things and our own shortcomings, the different things that went through in LDP. I know one of you is already a judge, not of a beauty pageant, but a judge in the Department of Justice. And we are so thankful because you had a hand in choosing these children here. And I know you're teary-eyed as always, even though that just shows you're real men. And thank you, Ate Grace, because it's too easy to make you cry. But I do look forward to our next project, that of writing the 4th version of Gifts of Grace, but this time focusing on the lives of Compassion Kids. I'd like to thank the LDP specialists. Palakpakan po natin ang mga LDP specialists. Mga ate at kuya ninyo, mga nakakaalam ng crush ninyo, at pagbabawal mag-boyfriend, mga nananalangin para sa inyo, mga taong nagsusumbong sa akin. Kaya minsan nagugulat kayo, alam kong kwento nyo. Pero nagpapasalamat po ako sa kanilang personal na pagbabantay at pangangalaga sa inyo, paghahabol sa liquidation, paghahabol sa mga kwento at letters, pagtulong sa pag-enroll, lalong-lalo na kung may challenges sa pag-enroll. Pero higit sa lahat, pasalamatan natin sila sapagkat sila ay tunay ninyo mga kuya at ate na hindi nabusga sa inyo kundi nagmahal sa inyo at nagpatunay at nagpatibay na sila ay kinatawan ng compassion para ipadama sa inyo na mahal talaga namin kayo. So praise the Lord for that. At maraming salamat sa compassion staff at mga tao na rito ngayon na binagbigay suporta. Truly, it takes a community to raise a child. This is not the end of a relationship, but this is the beginning of a deeper one. Nandiyan pa rin po kami. Kung meron kayong pangangailangan, prayer, we will weep with you in your sorrows. We will rejoice with you in your success. We will pray with you and walk alongside you in your walk of life. We are so proud to release you into the world, not as individual granules of salt, but as a lump of salt whose influence will be pervasive in society. Tuluyan tayong pangarap at mangarap tayo that with Christ walking with us, you, all the graduates before you, and the graduates that will follow after you, can truly transform this nation for the cause of Jesus Christ. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.